mwema wa 2025, mwaka ambao utakuwa na umaarufu mwingi kwao na kwa jamii zao. Asante sana.
Huyu ni mume wangu, John Dennis. Yeye na mimi tulihusika katika ajali ya barabarani. Ninachokumbuka ni kusikia breki na mgongano. Mume wangu alikuwa kwenye sakafu ya matatu, huku mkono mmoja ukining'inia kwenye kiti kimoja, na alikuwa amepoteza fahamu. Hivyo nilijaribu kumuita na kumgonga mpaka akazinduka. Basi alipoamka aliniambia sisikii miguu yangu. Daktari Okanga aliingia na kutukusanya chumbani na akatuambia Dennis hataweza kutembea tena. Ilinivunja moyo kwa sababu amekuwa mume wangu kwa miaka kama 12. Kisaikolojia siko sawa. Nafanyiwa ushauri. Kuwa mlezi mkuu si rahisi. Punguza mwendo. Mwendo kasi unaua.
Good evening and welcome to Prime Edition, and a happy new year 2025 to you and your loved ones, and I hope you're enjoying the first day of this new year. And of course the news that come with it is that now the festivities are over. Beginning tomorrow we go back to nation building. Welcome to Prime Edition. Here are tonight's highlights.
In 2024, our nation faced serious challenges and great difficulties. Yet, we did more than endure. We stood together in unity.
President William Ruto rallies Kenyans to unite in tackling country's challenges. Kenyans flock churches and entertainment sports to usher in 2025 in style. And religious leaders join Kenyans in urging government to improve the country's affairs. My name is John Jacob Kioria, and of course I'm assisted on the sign language side by Lensa Odingo. Let me tell you about what has been happening across the country and indeed the better part of last night as Kenyans ushered in the new year 2025. And President William Ruto has applauded Kenyans for entrusting his leadership with the transformation of the country. The president, while delivering his new year message to the nation at the Kisii State Lodge, said that the government will build on the tangible achievements it has made last year.
President William Ruto joined Kenyans in celebrating the New Year 2025 in Kisii County. The president celebrated the year 2024 as a year of numerous challenges and equally numerous opportunities and achievements. The president lauding the political class for embracing unity of purpose that helped the country overcome challenges.
We have succeeded in laying a solid foundation for even faster progress in the coming year. The Kenyan shilling, which began the year on a subdued note, has appreciated significantly, strengthening from Kenyan shillings 165 to the dollar in February 2024 to Kenya shillings 129 to the dollar today, making the Kenya shilling one of the world's best performing currencies.
The head of state committed to speedily address hiccups in implementation of the universal health coverage and university funding model.
In 2025, we will be busier at school and at work, better nourished, safer, more secure, and with more money in our pockets. We will hold productive national conversations to empower our young people as responsible custodians of our shared aspirations and to solidify our state as a robust and secure democracy.
The president disclosed that the first batch of 8,000 housing units built under the affordable housing program will soon be handed over to occupants.
Our affordable housing program now includes 873,000 houses in its pipeline at various stages of development across different parts of the country. Among these, the inaugural 8,000 units are nearing readiness for handover and occupation.
Political leaders in attendance lauded the president for forming the broad-based government to foster national unity. Geshoki Washira, Prime Edition.
In the meantime, Kenyans gathered in churches last night to usher in the new year, optimistic of a brighter 2025. Through soulful prayers and heartfelt songs and dances, they anticipated a better 2025 than 2024, which, according to their reflections, was a year plagued by economic, political and security challenges. The clergy echoed their sentiments, urging for a renewal in the country to diffuse the uncertainty that gripped the country last year. Ben Chumba brings us the highlights.
Churches across the country were filled with reverence and joy last night as Kenyans came together to celebrate the dawn of 2025.
I'm the kind of Duda lady and all that. But today I really had to go to, my heart really wanted to go to church today.
It's not the first time. I'm used to this. We do this all the time.
Last year nilikuwa nyumbani, but this year nimeamua ni kuja church juu Mungu ametufanyia mambo mengi.
From the vibrant songs of praise to the spirited dances, congregations welcomed the new year with open hearts, hoping for a better tomorrow.
Maybe we have been weeping, we have been crying, but this year the Lord has spoken and things will be good. We are praying for this nation, we are praying for the president, and we do hope that everything will be good.
By faith in Jesus Christ, we know whatever we shall declare today, we shall capture for the whole year, the year 2025.
But even as people celebrated, the harsh realities of Kenya's ongoing struggles could not be ignored.
2024 has been filled with so many challenges, especially for youth in Kenya. We have been unemployed for a while, but with the message that I've just heard from the church today, I'm hopeful that things are going to turn around.
Economic hardships continue to affect many, with soaring cost of living and uncertain prospects. The recent wave of abductions also cast a dark shadow on the festivities.
As we usher the new year, we want all those who have been kidnapped to come back and join their parents.
And should there be anyone who committed an offense, the Constitution provides a detailed judicial process to handle all those who are suspected to have contravened the provisions of our Constitution.
At All Saints Cathedral, Provost Evan Somolo in his message said it plainly.
The government is too much in a hurry to do so many things without processing them properly, without engaging stakeholders. Consequently, then you see that a lot of those initiatives that are being initiated by the government end up, if not collapsing, then struggling to take off.
Let us have reconciliation between all warring parties. Kenya is not headed in the right direction when leaders are insulting one another.
As the country enters 2025, many Kenyans are holding on to their faith, hoping for peace, unity, and a brighter future despite the overwhelming challenges.
I pray for long life, good health, and prosperity.
As 2024 fades into history, worshippers here are stepping into 2025 with renewed faith and optimism. From all of us at KBC Channel 1, Happy New Year. I'm Ben Chumba.
And indeed, a Happy New Year to all of you. And that's one side of the world. The other side of the world, entertainment joints in Nairobi were full on New Year's Eve as revelers flocked in to usher in the year 2025 in grand style. It was good business for the proprietors of the facilities, who revealed that 2024 was a challenging year due to harsh economic times occasioned by the high cost of living. They, however, exuded confidence that 2025 will bring forth good tidings. At the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, Kenyans stand up in numbers to witness the dazzling firework displays. Our reporter Timothy Kipnusu shares details of how Kenyans danced their way into the year 2025.
Let's go! One time!
It was music and dance in different entertainment joints in the capital.
Let's go!
Revelers flocked in to usher New Year in style. Business boomed for many establishments after receiving an overwhelming number of customers.
I believe music is like love. Music is the universal language.
However, a section of proprietors lauded the county and national governments for developing policies that provide a conducive environment enabling businesses to thrive.
I've seen a lot of policy changes. I've seen a lot of implementation of things that are out there to make businesses thrive.
We'd like to appeal to the county government to at least give us better working conditions. We have to pay so many permits, and business, it makes business hard for us.
The message of having responsible elected leaders resonated here, with the youth urged to register as voters this new year, ready to make their voices count in the next general election.
We want to encourage the youth is to get their voters' cards, yeah, so that we remove our leaders who are not acting the part, so that we change our nation.
He further challenged the youth to be proactive and creative in the new year by engaging in meaningful activities.
We are in a time where we need to be very creative in how we generate income. Let's be an industrious generation.
What's gonna take you far is experience. So, for young people, build experience.
At the same time, several Nairobians thronged Kenyatta International Convention Center just to witness the sights and sounds of the dazzling firework displays.
Kila mwaka mimi hukuja hapa ili nifurahie kuona hizo fireworks. Nikiona hivyo nafurahi kwa sababu najua mwaka wangu itakuja kuwa mzuri kwa sababu hiyo fireworks inaleta mwangaza.
They decried cases of abduction in the country.
We need to stop the abductions that are happening in the country. The people who are speaking, they are just basically calling for better leadership, accountability.
Tunavuka mwaka kama watu wamekuwa abducted hawajaachiliwa, which is very bad.
The enthusiasm and the excitement showcased by a section of Kenyans who thronged Kenyatta International Convention Center is indeed real, most of them exuding confidence that the year 2025 will bring forth prosperity. Timothy Kipnusu,
for Prime Edition, Nairobi.
That's the roundup on Nairobi. Now, in other parts of the country, Kenyans also made merry with music and fancy fireworks displays to welcome the new year 2025. Those interviewed by KBC Channel 1 expressed optimism the new year will bring good tidings.
For a moment, all the troubles of 2024 seem to have been forgotten, and neither tribe, religion or political affiliation mattered as Kenyans countrywide celebrated a fresh year. In Mombasa, fireworks lit the sky at various beaches and entertainment spots where hundreds gathered to usher in 2025.
I'm coming here for around 20 years. Every year I found a lot of friends here, they are like my family.
At Travelers Beach Hotel, hundreds of local and international holiday makers danced and made merry to welcome the new dawn. And in Kilifi County, music filled the air as tens of local artists performed at the waterfront park in Malindi town to the excitement of revelers.
Sisi ni kuomba Mungu kwamba mwaka huu uwe ni mwaka wa baraka, uwe ni mwaka wa mafanikio, uwe ni mwaka wa kujitegemea na ni mwaka wa kutenda kazi, especially kwetu sisi viongozi ambao tumechaguliwa na kura.
In Baringo County, the New Year celebrations brought together the three communities of Ilchamus, Tugen and Pokot at Lake Bogoria Spa. At the heart of the celebrations was the peaceful coexistence enjoyed for more than 8 months.
We have high expectations that this new year 2025 will have a better impact in terms of business. We've seen a lot of improvement in terms of the economy, and we are very hopeful that we are going to improve the numbers of arrivals and also the local tourism.
In Kakamega County, Mumias East Member of Parliament Peter Salasia participated in a special event with students of Kenya Medical Training College, Shianda branch, where he urged unity.
But the future of this nation lies in the hands of the young people. We shall protect the young people at all costs.
For a section of residents in Kiambu County, the new year was ushered in the company of family and friends at various entertainment spots, including the Green Sport Gardens along the Eastern Bypass in Ruiru.
Watu leo wameingia tu saa 6 kamili kuja kuvuka mwaka ndio waweze kurudi nyumbani. Hii inamaanisha kwamba mambo si mazuri Kenya, but at the end of the day tunajikaza, tunajitahidi to make sure that at the end of the day kila kitu inaenda vizuri na biashara pia inaendelea vizuri.
It was the same script, different cast at Randall's Place in Nanyuki, Laikipia County, as revelers and patrons welcomed the new year with optimism. Tilio Marco for Prime Edition.
And that report by Tilio Marco takes us to a very fast breather right here on Prime Edition, actually the inaugural Prime Edition of 2025. Don't go too far, we're coming back with more news.
Ni sahi ishafika na ni kubwa kubwa. Kweli? Hii Kristi ni bomba na Blue Santa kupitia star 570 hash option 1. Rudia. Star 570 hash option 1. Iko PlayStation 5 na 55 inch TV na iko 500,000 Kenyan shillings. Nambuzi moja? Nambuzi. 1 million Kenyan shillings na Samsung S24 Ultra. Nambuzi moja? Iko 2 million Kenyan shillings na iPhone 16 Pro Max. Nambuzi mbili? Blue Santa amekuja na zawadi kibao. Nani kubwa Hapa kuna ndogo ndogo. Hapa Christmas ni bomba.
Napenda kutumia nafasi hii baada ya kuzungumza nawe kuwatakia Wakenya wote heri na fanaka za Krismasi, na pia tunawatakia mwaka mwema wa 2025, mwaka ambao utakuwa na umaarufu mwingi kwao na kwa jamii zao. Asante sana.
Welcome back. You indeed are watching the Prime Edition. Now, countries all over the world ushered in the new year 2025 with spectacular displays of fireworks. London had the memorable ringing of the iconic chimes of Big Ben, while thousands braved the freezing temperatures in New York to witness the infamous ball drop in Times Square.
Fireworks and lights lit up the sky as the eyes of the world watched London's unforgettable New Year show, characterized by the ringing of the iconic chimes of Big Ben. In the United Arab Emirates, Dubai held another elaborate New Year's fireworks display at the world's tallest skyscraper of the Burj Khalifa to usher in 2025. A similar spectacular display of fireworks was witnessed at Abu Dhabi. And in North America, the highlight of the celebrations was the iconic ball drop in the Times Square, New York, despite the freezing weather conditions. Alaska, Hawaii, and island nations in the South Pacific will be the last to ring in the new year. And for the first time in over half a century, fireworks lit up the night sky in the central Damascus as Syrians celebrate the arrival of the new year. 2025 brings the promise of a brighter future for Syrians after Bashar al-Assad was deposed.
The clergy has challenged Kenyans to embrace peace in all places and urged political leaders to rule in righteousness to foster development in the country. Addressing Christian faithful during the New Year service, the man of the cloth said the economic decline as a result of the chaos that rocked 2024 can be avoided in the new year if Kenyans embrace peace. This comes as the head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, revisited the abortion debate, urging faithful to protect and respect life from conception to natural death.
First day of the year 2025, hundreds of faithful joined millions globally to mark the day in churches. The Holy Family Basilica was one such venue.
With the year ended with so much despair and hopelessness, come with us as we join Holy Family Basilica Church to hear the New Year's message from the clergy.
Presiding over the Swahili Mass, Father Boniface Buru shared a message of hope.
Kuna tofauti ya wishes na resolution. A wish is only a desire, but a resolution, you have a concrete way of doing it.
Boniface also emphasized the importance of peace among Kenyans while calling on leaders to be accountable.
Kwa hivyo tuombee amani na tuishi na amani ili kila wakati tuendelee kusaidia wengine na haswa kuwaelekeza wengine kujua hii amani na kuweza kuwafanya wamjue Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kuweza kuishi katika amani.
Similar sentiments were echoed at the All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi, with the congregation urged to live righteously. The faithful called on Kenyans to be responsible for their actions and respect their leaders.
Kudumisha amani kwa nchi yetu
na tuweze kuwa na mawasiliano katika maongezi yetu katika kila jambo tunalofanya. Let us be respectful to our leaders, despite their weaknesses and challenges they face as they administer the duty assigned to them.
The political situation in the country, we know that things are not good. And as we take responsible action, we also need to pray about it. We don't just criticize. Let everybody take a personal responsibility.
And celebrating New Year's Day Mass at St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City, the head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, appealed to faithful to reject abortion, calling for a firm commitment to protect and respect life from conception to natural death.
After receiving a message of hope from the clergy, a clarion call has been made to Kenyans and leaders to work together and build a cohesive society. Reporting for KBC Channel 1, my name is Kasichana Masha.
A flurry of activities in counties characterized the first day of the new year 2025. From family outings, philanthropy to community service, Kenyans came out in their numbers to make Wednesday, the 1st of January, memorable. John Kahiro has that report.
In the capital city, Nairobi, the routine hustle and bustle in the streets was replaced with an unusual calm as residents and visitors took time off to celebrate 2025. At the popular Uhuru Park, solo visitors and families took maximum advantage of the cool breeze and the green spaces.
Ukiangalia hali ya uchumi jinsi ilivyo, nikaona kwamba kwenda nyumbani pia pamoja na kurudi itakuwa ni pesa mingi, so si kuweza kusafiri, na ndiposa siku ya leo kwa sababu ya uchumi na tufinya sana kama wa Kenya, tumekuja tu kukaa hapa ili tuweze kufanya kitu inaitwa cost cutting.
Many capturing moments through the lens for memories. Frequent patrols of security personnel within and outside the park were a welcome reassurance for the revelers as they enjoyed the day expectant of the new year.
Kama ushago nimeenda nimerudi nikasema kwamba wote nilete watoto wajivinjari waone ili wavuke mwaka na wengine pamoja. Watoto wanataka penye watu wanajivinjari, watoto wanazunguka, yani they are playing with others.
Watu wafanye kazi kwa sababu hii ni mwaka mpya na hii ni mwaka hii tunataka mafanikio. Hata kama uchumi umekuwa mbaya last year, but hii mwaka tunatarajia iwe kizuri, at least tupate mafanikio hii mwaka.
Vendors capitalized on the influx of visitors with the temporary erected stalls offering various delicacies and entertainment options.
Huko nyuma ndelikauka, lakini at least leo tumepata Kenya tunaweza enda nayo nyumbani. Ili tusomeshe nao watoto wetu. Hatuwezi sema ni mbaya. Hiyo yenye tumepata kidogo tunashukuru.
Miles away in the port county of Mombasa, residents thronged several establishments including the Jomo Kenyatta Public Beach and the Mama Ngina waterfront. Elsewhere in Kericho County, a cross-section of business community shared the spoils of the new year with more than 100 street children in Kericho town.
We are happy that we've fed the street children. We've given them hope that they have a good future. And we are still thinking on way forward to assist them.
The same act of charity played out in Isiolo County, where Governor Abdi Ibrahim Hassan hosted a luncheon for street families and youth engaged in menial jobs.
Nashukuru sana Governor wetu Kayole kwa kuwa ni mtu wa kupromise na ana keep promise. Kama sherehe tulikuwa tumesikia kuanzia juzi itakuja kuandaliwa siku ya leo. Na hiyo ndio siku wengi tulikuwa tumesubiria kwa hamu na gamu.
Ningependa wajitambulishe. Siku mingi ningekuja wanaongea.
And in Laikipia County, the day was celebrated differently by a group of youth who cleaned up a river and highway in Nanyuki town as part of community service.
The New Year festivities across the country have not just been a celebration of the transition to the new year, but a testament to Kenyans' renewed energy and hope for better days ahead. And indeed, from the KBC fraternity, we wish you a prosperous 2025. John Kahiro, Prime Edition, Nairobi.
Now, the beginning of a year is usually a time for one to reflect on their achievements in the past year and setting goals for the next. Here is a sample of Kenyans' self-appraisal for 2024 and their aspirations in 2025.
Mimi niko fine, nashukuru Mungu, tumevuka mwaka hivyo. Siku zote tu hala siku zote, si ndio? Kufungua biz, nifanye kitu ya maana tu kwa idisia tu. Nifungue biz nitulie kama mimi kijana.
Mimi nimefurahia kuvuka mwaka, tunasherehekea hapa. Last year siku na vitu zenye sikufanya. Hii mwaka nitafanya vitu zote zenye nilikuwa nimefikiria nitafanya. Ndoto zangu zote nitatimiza.
Mwaka ambayo umepita ni mwaka umekuwa mgumu sana. Maisha imekuwa ieleweki. Hata school fees zingine tulikuwa tunashindwa kulipa. Tunatarajia mwaka wa 2025 ukuwe mwaka wa mafanikio na faraja na mwaka wa upendo.
Last year ilikuwa mwaka ngumu kidogo, lakini nafurahia at least mwaka imeanza vizuri. Niko na familia yangu hapa, nimekuja kuenjoy at least nitupe stress zenye zimekuwa last year. At least nikianza mwaka mpya kesho ninaenda kazi, ninafurahia.
Mwaka jana nitamshukuru kwa sababu mengi hakika niliweza kuyatimiza yale ambayo ilikuwa ndoto yangu haswa kifamilia.
Kama mwaka uliopita tarehe kama hizi sikuwa naweza tembeza watoto wangu mahali kama hapa, lakini kwa uwezo wa Mungu nimeona huu mwaka una mabadiliko. Tumeweza kutembea mahali tofauti.
Much, but there was some tough situation over there. We expect 2025. Much from it we want to change because we have learned from the previous year. We want now to learn from our mistakes and we want to better our lives as young people.
Nilipanga kwamba nitajaribu kuongezea nyumba, lakini haikufaulu. Huko nyumbani niongezea nyumba yangu pia nitengeneze vizuri, lakini haikufaulu. Na pia nitarajia kuwa na kuongeza mifugo, maana kuna mifugo ilikufa kutokana na kiangazi ile iliyopita wakati ule, lakini pia sikufaulu. Naamini ya kwamba mwaka huu nitaweza kuongeza na pia kutengeneza nyumba yangu mzuri.
Kuna mengi hayakufanyika, lakini tunatumai hii mwaka imeanza leo. Just will make it. And kama nilikuwa nimepanga kununua shamba huko nyumbani, lakini due to high cost of living niliweza sikufanikiwa.
Sasa mwaka huu nao nina mipango maalum. Nataka nipanue biashara yangu na nataka Mungu anisaidie at least nipige hatua mbele kidogo mwaka huu, na pia serikali kidogo kama Mungu ataijalia wabadilishe mambo mengi.
Despite the challenges that a majority of Kenyans say they faced last year, it is clear that most of them are hopeful for a better and prosperous 2025. For Prime Edition, I am Teresa Mutai.
Time for us to take another second breather right here on KBC Channel 1. You're watching Prime Edition. We'll be coming back with more news, including sports.
Star 570 hash. Option 1 kuna PS5 na ni full package na inakuja na JBL Party Box. Hiyo boom experience pia iko.
This is my husband. He's John Dennis. Him and I were involved in a road traffic accident. All I remember is hearing brakes and a crash. My husband was on the floor of the matatu with one hand hanging to one seat, and he was unconscious. So I tried calling him and hitting him until he woke up. So when he woke up, he told me, I can't feel my legs. The doctor came in, Dr. Okanga, and he told us Dennis will never be able to walk again. It broke me because he's been my husband for what? 12 years. Psychologically, I am not fine. I'm doing counseling Being a primary caregiver is not easy.
Slow down. Speeding ruins lives.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
The holiday season is here again.
Surprise! Merry Christmas!
It's family time.
Hey!
It's a season to be jolly, and so grab a seat, relax as your favorite Christmas hosts line up to indulge you this year.
You want some of me?
We got Mr. Claus, the famous Father Christmas. We've got the elves and the reindeers. There's lots of foods and drinks to go around. Great music for the soul.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a jaculé.
It's unbeatable. It's joyous. It's Christmas on KBC Channel 1.
Welcome back. The new year marks a fresh start for everyone, and for the parents welcoming their bundles of joy into the world on the first day of 2025, it is a double blessing. Our reporter Nancy Okwari spoke to a section of mothers and fathers at Pumwani Maternity Hospital in Nairobi about their delivery experience and expectations for the new year.
Pumwani Maternity Hospital in Nairobi County. While the rest of the world was waiting eagerly for the year 2025, some mothers here were welcoming new members of their families. One such mother, who requested anonymity, narrates how she welcomed her bundle of joy 28 days earlier than expected.
Kulingana na masiku zangu za kujifungua, nilikuwa nafaa kujifungua tarehe 29 mwezi wa kwanza. Kwa hivyo sikutarajia kama ingekuja hivyo mapema. Nilipokuja clinic niliambiwa pressure iko juu. Sasa unaona ikabidi niindusiwe hiyo labor kuforce mtoto atoke.
She was the first person to deliver at the hospital in 2025 at 12:50 a.m. The baby girl is currently being monitored at the hospital newborn unit.
Is that the baby did not start breastfeeding, as it is the procedure that babies, once are born, within 30 minutes to 1 hour, they need to be rushing to the breast. Basically, what we do in the newborn unit, we assist the mothers on how to position, how to attach the baby to the breast.
Catherine Mweni, whose due date was before the end of 2024, received her baby at 1:20 a.m.
Nilikuwa nimepitisha masiku, lakini kuwekwa hiyo ndawa ya uchungu, haikuwa rahisi. Naona ndani 2025 itakuwa ni mwaka wangu wa furaha na huyu mtoto wangu.
2 minutes later at 1:22 a.m., Jacinta Mwikali delivered a baby boy, her third child.
Ni mtoto wa tarehe 1 mwezi wa kwanza 2025. Mtoto wa tatu, na nilifurahia sana. Hata kama ilikuwa uchungu kuliko wengine.
Fathers too had flocked the hospital to share in the joyous occasion.
Nimefurahi sana maana Mungu ametujalia mtoto wa kike. Kwa hii mwaka sasa tumeavuka na baraka.
14 babies were delivered at Pumwani Hospital by 7 a.m. on Wednesday, January 1st, 2025.
We've had 10 mothers who had normal deliveries. And we have had 4 mothers who underwent cesarean section, CS. So all the mothers are stable in our postnatal and post-surgical departments with their babies.
As we ushered the new year, the mothers are indeed elated, having been among the first ones to usher in their bundles of joy in the year 2025. Nancy Okwari, reporting from the Pumwani Maternity Hospital, Nairobi.
And President William Ruto has issued a stern warning to contractors delaying the implementation of key government projects. The president emphasized the government's commitment to fulfilling its promises to the people, a warning that contractors undermining these efforts will not be tolerated.
On day 2 of his tour in Kisii County, President William Ruto inspected development projects launched by his administration. The president coming face to face with the little or no progress in the construction of a cancer treatment center he had launched in Nyaribari Chache in August last year.
I will not allow this kind of thing because you've been paid all the money that requires. There is no pending certificate. There is no reason whatsoever why this project is not on. So, just want that information to be very clear.
The situation forcing the president to warn those he termed as lazy contractors, undermining his service delivery to Kenyans.
I was here 3 months ago, almost 4 months ago, and we agreed on what should be done here. But it's not happening. No. In fact, PS issued the last warning.
The president, who regretted that very little has been done as compared to the monies paid to the contractor, instructed the contractor to implement the project in line with the agreement or face contract termination.
Give very firm instructions to this contractor. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. So, you will get a final warning, you know, my friend, on that. If you don't pull up your socks, I'm sorry. We will have to terminate this contract, get another contractor, so that we can get this cancer center off the ground. It's just as simple as that.
The project was launched in August at a cost of 2 billion shillings, with its completion set for 2026. Meanwhile, the president has pledged to streamline the sugar sector in the region with the revival of Mumias Sugar Company and payment of cane farmers' bonuses beginning this month.
Niliwaeleza ya kwamba kampuni yetu ya Mumias tutaweka usimamizi mpya. Tutahakikisha ya kwamba kuna program ambayo itapatia mwananchi mkulima wa miwa mambo matatu. Ya kwanza, mkulima alipwe pesa yake kwa muda unaofaa. Ya pili, wafanyikazi wa kampuni walipwe bila ya kuchelewa. Na ya tatu, vile tunalipa bonus ya chai ama kahawa, pia lazime tulipe bonus ya kilimo ya miwa.
For Prime Edition, I'm Gladys Mungai.
A section of opposition leaders have threatened to call for mass demonstrations in 7 days if 6 people alleged to have been abducted by police are not released. Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka and his Democratic Alliance Party of Kenya counterpart Eugene Wamalwa have called on the Interior Cabinet Secretary and the Inspector General of Police to quickly resolve the mystery surrounding the disappearance of the 6, lest they face public wrath. Kalonzo has also called on Kenya's international partners, including the United Nations, to speak out against the said abductions.
Leo hii tarehe 1 January 2025, Kenya joins the United Nations Human Rights Council kama mwanachama.
Listen to the cries of the parents of these young kids. Return the children to their parents. And if by next week you have not, you are going to see the mother of all demonstrations. Tuko tayari kurudi maandamano. Mumias muko tayari?
And I'm sure you've seen that strange object that hit part of this country in Makueni. And now the Kenya Space Agency has confirmed that the metallic ring object that fell from the skies and landed in Mukuku village in Makueni County on Monday is indeed a fragment of a space object. Officials say that further investigation will confirm the particulars of a foreign object.
Murmuring in low tones are the residents of Mukuku village in Makueni County, who have been left perplexed and in fear after a space object fell from the skies. The villagers say the object fell on Monday with a loud bang despite it hanging in the air for some time and was red hot in color before cooling to grey color.
Kwanza kililipuka kama mfuluko wa bomu. Halafu tukatafuta ni nini huko juu, tukakosa kabisa ni nini. Tukakaa tu kidogo, halafu tukaona kitu kikitoka huko juu kama ni sterling ya ngali tu.
Nilisikia mlipuko nikiwa ninachunga ng'ombe yangu. Na wakati huo nikaangalia nini ambaye ilitendeka. Nikaangalia huko juu kama ninaona moshi, nikakosa.
Kenya Space Agency officials working alongside a multi-agency team and local authorities secured the area and in a statement clarified that the object, a metallic ring measuring approximately 2.5 meters in diameter and weighing about 500 kilograms, is a fragment of a space object, adding that preliminary assessments indicate that the fallen object is a separation ring from a rocket.
At the time of the arrival of the officers, the object was still hot, it was red hot, and so we had to cordon off the residence until the object was cool. We only suspect that it might be a debris from a space craft or a satellite.
KSA has retrieved the debris, which is now under the agency's custody for further investigation, and assured the public that the object poses no immediate threat to their safety. For Prime Edition, I am Teresa Mutai.
Ni sahi ishafika na ni kubwa kubwa. Kweli? Hii Kristi ni bomba na Blue Santa kupitia star 570 hash option 1. Rudia. Star 570 hash option 1. Iko PlayStation 5 na 55 inch TV na iko 500,000 Kenyan shillings. Na mbuzi moja? Na mbuzi. 1 million Kenyan shillings na Samsung S24 Ultra. Na mbuzi moja? Iko 2 million Kenyan shillings na iPhone 16 Pro Max. Na mbuzi mbili. Blue Santa amekuja na zawadi kibao. Na ni kubwa kubwa. Hapa kuna ndogo ndogo. Hapa Christmas ni bomba.
Napenda kutumia nafasi hii baada ya kuzungumza nawe kuwatakia Wakenya wote heri na fanaka za Krismasi, na pia tunawatakia mwaka mwema wa 2025, mwaka ambao utakuwa na umaarufu mwingi kwao na kwa jamii zao. Asante sana.
It's time for us to get sporty. President William Ruto says that 100% of the sports funds should strictly cater for the sports docket. He was speaking during the Kakamega County Governors' Cup, where Mumias veterans and Butsotso Queens emerged victorious during the finals at Mumias Complex.
President William Ruto said that the sports fund should be strictly used for rewarding sportsmen and women who do well in competitions, developing sporting talents as well as developing the sporting infrastructure. The president, who was attending the second Governors' Cup tournament in a week, committed the national government to work with all 47 county governments to unlock the hidden sporting talents that will later do service to the country. He also demanded the fast completion of renovation works at the Bukungu Stadium.
I want to assure you, the governor of Kakamega and the people of Kakamega, that the government of Kenya is going to work with your county to complete Bukungu Stadium, because we have committed 760 million to make sure that that stadium is done.
Mumias veterans beat Lirembe Arsenal via penalties as Butsotso Queens beat Classic FC in the finals. All the participating teams were rewarded 3 million shillings by the president, in addition to the governor's checks.
Harambee Stars interim head coach Francis Kimanzi has named the final list of 24 players who will represent the country in the upcoming Mapinduzi Cup, scheduled to kick off this Friday in Pemba Island. Ryan Ogam of Tusker FC and Moses Shuma of Kakamega Homeboys are the only strikers who made the cut, including midfielders Michael Mutinda of KCB, Kenneth Muguna of Kenya Police FC, Austin Uthiambo of Gor Mahia, Crispin Erambo of Tusker, Darius Msaga of Shabana and Kelly Madada of AFC Leopards. The defense will be manned by Sylvester Wino and Alphonse Omeja of Gor Mahia, Hanifa Songa of KCB, Brian Okoth and Abudomar of Kenya Police, and Siraj Mohammed of Bandari, among others. All the 3 goalkeepers have been retained, namely Farouk Shikalo of KCB, Brian Umondi of Bandari, and Sebastian Wekesa of Kariobangi Sharks. The team wound up their training today at the M-Pesa Foundation grounds ahead of their departure tomorrow.
What is important for us, and we are focusing so much to prepare teams that has a different mentality and the character. So if we succeed to achieve that, I think they can compete. They can compete for sure, but we have to keep on building the character of the team. That is, it is always important that we build something that has, as a different character in terms of trying to compete in tournaments where there is less times to recover.
Tukienda sahi kwa hiyo Mapinduzi Cup, sisi sio underdog, sisi ndo main contestant na nadhani lazima tushinde. So I think tukienda less than kushinda itakuwa ni big loss kwetu.
Kitu tunataka ni itupatie platform na itupatie mazoezi ya kutackle CHAN. So ama player ni kama hiyo tona Mapinduzi ni kama platform ya kujionesha wanaweza na wataturepresent poa hii CHAN.
The national men's basketball team will resume training next week in preparation for the 2025 FIBA Afro-Basket qualifiers scheduled to take place next month. The team is scheduled to start the campaign again. Blessed Dreamers were crowned champions of this year's Gilbert Masengeli football tournament held in Saboti after they beat Red Arrows 4-2 on post-match penalties. Eagles won the overall junior ladies volleyball title as Kipsa Sagam settled for the second position.
Blessed Dreamers are the champions of the 2024 Gilbert Masengeli soccer tournament, which came to an end last evening in Saboti. Kevin Wanyonyi was named the best male player, while Lydia Wamalwa took home the prize for being named the best female player of the 2024 tournament.
Hapa tumekuja kwa sababu ya kusport talent, kwa sababu ya kuhakikisha tuna nurture the young talents, we sport them, we take them to another level, just passing on legacy to the champions of tomorrow by ensuring that we nurture a crime-free society. And by so doing, we do it with the 3 objectives: education, health, and sport talenting.
Event organizers urged the youth to seize opportunities and leverage available resources and talents to foster development and generate income through sports and technology.
We already have 15 actually working with us from Taptengele. We're also targeting other young people from Baringo. We're targeting from Eldoret and Nairobi and Bungoma. That is the target. Of course, being here in Kitale, Trans Nzoia, we'll be setting up here as well. So in total, you're looking at 700 young people countrywide to start with.
The 48-day tournament underscored the importance of engaging young people in socio-economic activities across the country.
Kwa sababu una support sports na talanta una support, sisi tutakusupport pia tunaweza. Tuhakikishe tumechukua wachezaji kadhaa hapa, tumewapeleka kwenye Premier League, tuwapeleke kama ni Women League, tuko na Kakamega Starlet, tuko na Kakamega Homeboys, na ni timu ambayo ndio iko Western peke yake kwa Premier League kwa sasa. Timu ambayo inajulikana ni Kakamega Homeboys, na pia kwa ladies ni Kakamega Starlet.
And it's written in the Bible. I've just mentioned to the young boys and girls that each one of us has a talent from God. It depends on how you're going to utilize your talent. People have become billionaires because of making use of their talents. So, Bwana Masengeli, what you've done, I just want to make a special appeal that even these ones become something that should be embraced across the country. Your regional commanders, your OCBD, hata wao waende kwao na wafanye hiki ambacho umefanya hapa.
The youth were encouraged to capitalize on opportunities in technology and sports, highlighting the potential for personal and community growth through these avenues.
We are here to encourage the young people, to take up opportunities that are given to them, such as sports. And we're here also to explore opportunities in the digital space. We would like to talk about that as well to them. As mentioned, when they're launching up the games, we'll be taking around 20 of the young people here to go and get full-time jobs within UII on the digital space.
Eagles won the overall junior ladies volleyball tournament, beating Kipsa Sagam, who finished second, and Blessed Sabweti, who finished in the bronze medal position.
Novak Djokovic found the going tough in the men's double at the Brisbane International after sailing through the singles undeterred to reach the quarter-finals. Djokovic and his partner Nick Kyrgios were knocked out of the men's double by the pair of Nikola Mektic and Mikhail Venice. It's time for us to put a cap on Prime Edition, inaugural Prime Edition of the year 2025. My producer Timothy Kiplagat thinks this is news. I really don't think it is here. Arsenal are being welcomed by Brentford in the 66th minute. The game is 3 for Arsenal and 1 against Brentford. There you go. That's the news Timothy wanted me to tell you about. But it's time for us now to put a cap. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Lensa Odingo was our sign language interpreter. Once more, enjoy the festivities as far as they last, because they end tomorrow, and a happy and prosperous new year.
Thank you for joining us on Healthy Living. Stay connected to Voice of America at voanews.com. A look at your kidneys and how they impact your health. And an expert discusses chronic kidney disease and how to protect yourself. And Ivorian psychologist Noor Bakayoko shares some insights on bullying and what can be done.
It's important to avoid major events or major health crises.
How do you know if your cough is due to a serious condition? We'll have some answers. Stay well
and strive to make every day a healthy day.
I want to appreciate every Kenyan who has been good to each other. I want to appreciate every other person, and I want to ask each one of you to continue spreading love, kindness. And this holiday, I want to ask each one of you to remember to wash their hands. Remember to handle your food with the highest hygiene levels. And remember to register to the Social Health Authority. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous Happy New Year of screening